Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Round 5 of the X-Wing World Championships Day 1A here at the Arena Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. My name is Asa for Gold Squadron Podcast.
And I'm Darren.
Welcome back, Darren. Thank you very much for joining me for this Separatist round today.
Absolutely. So on to the streams right now, we've got some Separatist love.
Absolutely. Could you go ahead and talk us through these lists, because they both have some Federation.
Yep, so on the left-hand side, we've got Paul Olsen, who's running a Captain Seer Swarm. He's got Captain Seer with Kraken and Solus One. He's got 6 Separatist drones and 1 Trade Federation drone. So that PS1 Trade Federation drone there is going to be doing some overtime to try and get some blocks in.
Absolutely. Number Pink is back, and he's in a Trade Federation drone.
Absolutely, he is number Pink.
So let's look at XY over there on the right. We've got DBS 404, General Grievous, the Petranki Arena Ace, and Chairtech.
Absolutely. Now, DBS 404 is a ship I absolutely love. So his ability is that he gets to roll an extra dice when he's attacking at range 1. Now, the problem is when he does, he has to take 1 critical damage. However, he can also attack at range 0.
Right.
So what that means is, if he gets into range 1, he's rolling 6 dice with those advanced proton torpedoes.
Who cares if he takes a crit?
Absolutely. That just deletes a ship. He is phenomenal.
And at Initiative 4, he is one of the aces on this board. In fact, all of XY ships are Initiative 4. DBS 404, General Grievous with that outmaneuver.
Yep.
A card that we've seen used a devastating effect earlier today, as well as both of those Nantex fighters really well positioned to pick apart Paul Olsen's swarm here.
Yeah. Now, for those of you who recognize the name, XY recently won the first Open that they've ever held in Australia.
Well done.
Flying the Separatist faction. Now, it was a very, very different list to this. It was Dooku with 6 droids. Here he's gone for a much more AC type list with we've got General Grievous there with outmaneuver, impervium plating, Solus One. That is a phenomenal build for General Grievous, because not only does General Grievous get his rerolls for being behind something, he's also minusing 1 to their agility. And what that often means is, with the ensnare that we see from the Arena Ace and Chairtech, it means that effectively if General Grievous gets a shot on one of those droids, they're not going to get any green dice. So any
Nothing
damage
at all.
he gets goes
And with a focus and those re-rolls, General Grievous is probably going to get 3 hits.
Yep.
That is just a deleted droid with absolutely no recourse from Paul right there. We see Number Pink, that Trade Federation drone, leading the charge there, followed directly by Captain Seer. Captain Seer allowing all of the Vulture droids essentially crack shot at the cost to calculate in their bullseye arc. Kraken there backing up that swarm with an extra calculate token, so we're going to see double calculates on a lot of these ships.
Yeah, so what Kraken does is it lets him keep 3 calculate tokens on the board at any one time. But not only that, it puts calculate on the action bar of Seer. So what that means is, with Kraken, Seer can use his own ability, so he has an infinite amount of crack shot.
Right. Well, I mean, infinite as far as
he's got to calculate.
Yes, he has to calculate. He's got to get those bullseye arcs, but he has 8 of those arcs on the board. Even with as much power as XY's list has, he's going to be hard-pressed to take out ship after ship after ship in 75 minutes.
Yep.
So we have all of those droids coming up the bottom edge, the stripedy ones, leading the charge, 4 straights forward.
Absolutely. So just a conservative move here from XY in the top. Going slow, doing just the 1 forwards with DBS 404, and then a 2 forwards with Grievous. But all running at pilot skill 4 means that he can move these ships in any order that he wants.
Exactly. Now, we have stolen every single calculate from our stream token pile from all 3 tables for this list, and those calculates pretty on the bottom right there, by the way. Those are brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives, who sponsored this stream. Curled Paw Creatives is one of the best sources for acrylic tokens out there on the internet. They make what we see right here. They make some incredible templates and accessories, and you can get 15% off of your order by using the offer code WORLDS2019. Now, that is valid all through this weekend until Monday.
So what you mean there, Acer, is I can't use that on Tuesday?
You cannot use that on Tuesday. That's absolutely right, Darren. Once you hit Monday night, it's gone. You cannot use that on Tuesday. But you, watching this, can use that until Tuesday. Worlds 2019 is the code to get 15% off. If you're in the U.S., you get free shipping on orders over $35. just under 70 minutes left in the round. We have calculates left on yellow, blue, and Captain Sear.
Yep, absolutely. I think Sear being able to carry that round, although he doesn't have network calculate, the other ships with network calculate can spend Sear's calculate token. That's an awful lot of saying the word calculate there in that sentence there.
I calculate that we'll be seeing a lot of droids dying this game.
Smooth, real smooth.
Whether or not they're Pauls or XYs.
Yep. And so none of these droids have got landing struts Acer. So what that means is they're going to have to be careful of these objects.
Right.
Because not only do they not want to land on them or go near them, you've also got these two ships up here that if they close the distance and just start getting in amongst it, they will start barrel rolling them onto the rocks.
Right. It's a very, very dangerous area. It's a little bit odd, in fact, that Paul has brought those large asteroids.
Yeah, well, I think actually Paul brought the debris clouds.
Well, I just wonder why he didn't bring gas.
So the problem is with the gas clouds against the swarm is that it helps aces, and one thing that
they
sometimes
can hide behind those.
Yeah, one thing that the Seer swarm does sometimes struggle against is being outpositioned and outmaneuvered by aces, because these really need to get all their arcs on at one time. It's really difficult for them to get the bullseye, and so you've got to try and basically rely on weight of fire to put some damage through, and those gas clouds just help aces infinitely.
But Paul doesn't just have weight of fire, he has 8 of fire with all 8 of those vulture droids.
But they are just a 2 dice attack.
Exactly. 2 dice is 2 dice, though. And we've seen some 2 dice attacks be pretty darn effective today. All of those taking, those droids angling up towards the front.
You're absolutely
Gray there, moving over to the right with a barrel roll. Number pink, interesting position over here. Over to the over to the left-hand side.
Yep, you're absolutely right, Asa. We have seen some interesting, effective 2 dice attacks today. But you know what I'm excited for?
What?
The 6 dice attack.
I am excited for that 6 dice attack. We saw a 5-die proton rocket land last game as well. I'm interested to see if that 6-die proton torpedo can go off against Captain Sear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe grab a direct hit in there.
Yeah, absolutely. We've no impervium plating here on Captain Sear.
Right.
So he is vulnerable to those crits, and what that means is he could just be deleted in one round. He's got 7 hit points, but some interesting crits there. Can see him just taken off in one shot. I think the advanced proton torpedoes are pretty much wasted against the other droids because, let's be honest, they've got 3 health. We could see double damage on any one drone.
Now, if XY is feeling confident, we could definitely see those APTs go off against a droid. If you've got an exceptional shot and that needs to die, why not take it?
I'll be honest. I love the list that XY puts out. Like,
right.
He is phenomenal at his creativity because DBS 404, great ship. Grievous in that build is one of my favorite ships to put on the board. And these 2 guys, so much fun. People hate them.
Absolutely. We've seen Chertek a lot this weekend already do some real work. Let's see, do we have any questions in chat? People saying Sunfac would be overkill. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sunfac would be overkill.
And you just don't have the points.
Right.
You don't have the points.
Chertek is so cheap.
He absolutely is. Chertek is one of my favorite versions of the Nantex, especially in games like this, because Pilot Skill 6 gets you nothing in this round.
Right.
You might as well be Pilot Skill Infinite. It has no bearing. You're moving last. Chertek, being able to re-roll 2 attack dice, just gives him constant time on target and consistent output of damage. It means that he gets to keep his focus for defense.
So we have Paul pivoting up towards the top of the board.
Yep.
Some really, really well-practiced pivots right there. I almost wonder if he's angling for this lane and we might see these 2 roll in behind on the next turn.
Yep, you've got the potential for them to roll in behind. You've also got the option of the 2 bank this way and then try and come down here, because what you'll see XY is trying to do here is General Grievous is really good at being on the flank because of the outmaneuver and because he wants to be out of arc with all of his passive modifiers. So the danger is that Grievous is going to take the long way around here, and that's where I think this little droid here and Sear are trying to keep keep him honest and keep him from that. But I think what you're going to do is you're going to get a bit of a pincer maneuver here, whereby Grievous can come this way, 404 can come this way, and then these guys can come this way.
Now we are seeing some hard turns in from the Nantex up there.
Yep, it's just he's got no need to rush. He can play it cool, take his time, make Paul commit.
Right.
Because once this block's committed, these can come in quite quickly.
Now XY has to make sure that he doesn't drag this out too long to let Paul commit in this area, though, because that is where Paul would like to angle for. Not nearly as many asteroids and debris clouds for those tractor beams to mess with. Here comes the barrel roll from the Nantex, pointing down towards the bottom of the board.
But this still leaves him open next turn that he can still play really cautiously. I wouldn't be surprised if we just saw a little one bank from him next turn, because, hey, guess what? These aren't going to be able to close the distance quick enough to be able to put him under any threat. And that little one bank next turn opens up the 5 straight the turn after.
Especially if these guys go up towards the center, those fast moves down the right are a really good option.
Yeah, absolutely.
63 minutes left in this round. They are separating. Nantex number 2 up there at the top, just taking the focus after the tractor beam. Separating around that debris right over there. Accidentally turned that red. Calculate staying on number pink, Sear, and number blue over there. We see 62 minutes left in the round. XY is playing a little bit cagey. I think we might be seeing this go into time.
It'll be interesting. I think the first 1 or 2 engagements will dictate how this goes, because, let's be honest, these 2 ships can delete a Vulture droid a turn.
Right.
He can delete a Vulture droid. He can delete a Vulture droid. All of a sudden, you take these 4 out, that's half the force on the board gone.
And that could potentially be 1, maybe 2 turns. Now, there are some folks in chat pointing out some other synergies with DBS 404 and the rest of this list. Those Nantex tractoring into that advanced proton torpedo arc. Outmaneuver, of course, on Grievous. Absolutely insane. XY has put together a really good list right here.
And one of the best upgrades here, those afterburners.
Absolutely. Because you can boost from way, way, way downfield right into range 1. Pop that proton torpedo off.
Absolutely. And the other great thing is, he can end on a rock if he wants, and then boost off.
Exactly.
Because he's got landing struts. So objects really don't mean anything to him. He can come straight through there.
Those debris clouds do.
The debris clouds do from a stress point of view. But more the rocks.
Absolutely. And, I mean, this is the rock that really matters, that one that you just circled right up there, because that's the one that's positioned right in front. I wouldn't be surprised to see DBS 404 starting to angle down in here, if not a turn, definitely a bank. I think XY can sense that there's a commitment starting to come from Paul. Whether or not we see which direction it's in right away, Paul has to move forward. And
I expect we're going to see some more conservative moves here. Just maybe a 1 bank with Grievous. Even just a slow speed with the... it wouldn't be a 1 bank with the bomber, because the bomber's 1 bank is red.
Right. Those weird bank maneuvers on the the droids.
The droids certainly do have such a strained dial.
So there's number pink.
Hero of the Separatist Empire.
Exactly. 1 hard turn from Captain Sear following. Captain Sear then covering off this area. He can turn out to follow number pink. He can go down right through here.
And he's just got to be careful that Sear's ability and Kraken are at 0 to 3 of Sear. So while you can extend quite far out, that drone there, although he's got the 2 calculate, he's going to struggle if he takes heavy firepower, because these guys here, they can all share each other's.
And here we come. Here comes the commitment from Paul. There's a 5 straight forward.
I expect we'll see a barrel roll this way and a linked action.
I expect so too. He is really trying to. He's really going for Grievous right there. There's the roll. That makes a play both for Grievous and DBS 404, to be perfectly honest with you.
It does. The only problem is, if Grievous has gone gone slowly there, he's not really going to face much of a problem. And then what happens is he can either go quickly and escape this way, or he can just hard one this way and escape around here.
The escape route there, that's what number pink is for. right, to try to block that. I mean, there are a lot of things that they can do.
Yep.
But these are top players right now.
Yep, absolutely, and a lot of this comes down to trying to. It's all about this engagement.
Right.
It's basically, this is the mind game side of X-Wing. It's doing some people there would have just done some banks or some slow speed maneuvers to see where XY is going to commit to. But Paul's gone, you know what? I'm going to commit, and I'm going to commit hard.
And this is the thing, if XY has been cagey with these Nantex, it's entirely possible that they won't be able to come into the fight in time to stop Paul from blitzing Grievous.
Yeah. So I expect that these two here are going to do the 5 straight as well.
There they go.
No barrel roll.
Again, these droids are things that aren't tethered to a Howl Runner. They've got a little tether on there, that 3 range, but again, that's not very much.
Yeah. So again, if you see here, he did the barrel roll action, didn't take a calculate. And that's so that he can spend this calculate here, but it keeps his dial open next turn if he wants to do a hard one.
So they are doing the barrel roll.
So does that barrel roll fit?
Yes, it fits.
It does. That's incredible play there by Paul.
Excellent. And link that calculate. Straight avenues open right here. Avenues for the 2 hard turn as well to
which
the right.
is blue on the droids.
Love that droid dial.
Yep. Well, they can't bank worth a damn, but they can hard turn. and what we've seen here is exactly worth a darn.
Thank you, Dion. Dion. My voice is all right. My brain isn't.
So what we've seen here...
Your words are getting a little weird.
What we've seen here is Paul move this block of droids from here to here. So it's a bit of a shimmy, but he's moving incredibly quickly down the board.
Right. He has both made the play for this top rank of ships right over there, put some pressure on XY, as well as started to move them through the asteroids.
Yep.
Very accomplished at doing multiple things right there. There's the 2 straights. That's as fast as he can go with those.
Yep. And then he can barrel roll this way.
I'll bet you this guy's going to go a lot faster, though.
I wouldn't...
Come up right behind?
I think you either see the 2 bank or you just see the 2 straight and go behind as well. Yeah, 2 straight.
So it's not a perfect block, but he's flowing around this asteroid.
Yeah. And what we've seen here from Paul is that the great thing is, because he's not taking the calculate on these 2, he knows they're unlikely. So he is taking the linked action there on that one. But
he's likely to go straight.
Yeah, because this guy here is going to want to do a 2 bank, which is white. This guy can do a 2 straight, clear that stress and calculate. These 2 here, because they're not stressed, can quite easily do the hard one here, and then effectively what you've got is you've got a droid here, a droid here, a droid here, and a droid here, so that if any of these Nantex come in this way quite quickly, then next round Paul's going to be able to come and put some pressure on them.
It's excellent. It's committing without committing. Here come the Nantexes over from the right. A little bit slow. This is what I was afraid of for XY. If these ships have come down the right-hand side of the board expecting some cagey maneuvers, then XY might have over or undercommitted the Nantex in this case.
Yeah.
And Paul, as you mentioned, is still poised to come and attack them.
Yep.
He hasn't cut himself off for a play at those Nantex fighters.
And I think what Paul's done here is really, really smart, because he's seen that XY's a cautious player and he's approaching slowly. So he's not given him time to kind of set that up. So what he's done is he's gone, you know what, I'm going to engage and I'm going to take these here. So if I can get all of my ships or 2/3 of my ships versus half of yours, I'll take that as a trade.
And he's taken this area of the board completely out of the equation.
Yep.
55 minutes left in this round. No combat yet, no players yet to pick up any points.
Nope.
We are rapidly approaching that first round. And there indeed is a quick maneuver from Grievous.
Yep.
3 bank, he can probably still roll out of that.
I think you can, but the problem is if you roll out of it, it's where do you go next turn?
Right, it's trapping you in that corner.
Yep. Because effectively, the 4 straight is blue on these guys. So again, you 4 straight, you barrel roll out, you spread your arcs out, and Grievous gets stuck.
I almost think Grievous wants to boost. Because if he boosts up here, then he leaves himself open to a couple different fast maneuvers. There's that barrel roll, though.
Yep.
Barrel roll out to the right and forward.
I don't think you link it here. I think that's out of range.
And, I mean, even if you do link it, it's out at range 3. He's got... I mean, even if it is in range, excuse me, he's out at range 3. He has re-rolls from Grievous because he's being attacked outside the arc. It's very slim possibility.
Mm-hmm. And there we see the hard one by 404 there.
This lane is about to get really nasty. DBS 404 coming in from the top. Nantex is coming in from the right. DBS 404 can't get to his intended advanced proton torpedo target from there.
And that's the thing. Paul's being really, really smart with this guy. The only problem he's going to run into next turn is Seer is a lower initiative than all of these ships here, which means his options of coming in this way are close to him. So all he's got really is the 2 straight.
I think that's the right play, though. I think that is still the right way to go, because if Paul is looking at this side of the board and deciding to make a play for the Nantexes, then he wants to keep this area cautious. He wants to keep Grievous cautious, or excuse me, honest, as you put it, over there, with a turn in from Number Pink, with a straight from Captain Sear, to keep a couple arcs on Grievous to make sure he can't get away with everything. DBS 404 as well has positioned himself to go right down over those asteroids.
We are going to see dice now, Asa. So
only the dice that are rolled into the dice box are valid. So we have a hit and a focus. We'll decide to spend that focus for 2 hits. Out of range 3, 2 of... So that's coming in on yellow, right?
That's coming in on this one here.
All right. So spent 1 calculate.
Yep. Now, he can't spend 2 because he doesn't have 1 himself.
So he will take 1.
Yep.
That's number purple.
Really unlucky on Paul's part to take some damage there. So no bullseye shot. So range 3 obstructed into purple.
2 into same guy. Hit and a crit. Great Reds. Looking at 1 extra calculate to spend. No more damage.
So we've got purple, range 3, back into the... Nothing. And that is back to dials, Asa.
Wouldn't that be a great name for a podcast?
Yeah, I'm surprised no one's taken that up yet.
All right, so Kraken is leaving calculate tokens on Number Pink, Number Blue, and Seer one more time.
Yep. So this is going to be interesting now. DBS 404.
Does he take that rock?
Well, the great thing about DBS 404 is he can just come straight. He can land on that rock.
That's true.
He can open his landing struts and go, I don't care. I, if he needs to, can afterburners. Or he can just take a target lock.
Right.
And you know what? He might want to use his torpedoes against a little drone. But that's still 4 dice at range 1.
Right, because those 3 primaries of those Hyena bombers is still exceptionally good in this list.
Well, no, it's a 2 dice primary, but it'll be range 1.
Right.
And because of his ability, gets the 4th dice.
Mm-hmm. I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at which one Chair Tech is.
Yep. So this is going to be a really, really key round now to see what XY does. If he remains cautious and decides to just disengage with these and come down this way, what that means is he, if these droids do try to commit and come in this way, 404 and Grievous can hit him in the flank and the rear. If, however, Paul decides to go after Grievous and XY's been cautious, he can then hit these in the side and the rear. It really comes down to now what both players decide to do, and I think we'll see Paul go this way after Grievous. Mainly because of we've got a flanker here, we've got Seer who's going to have to do a 2 straight there. And then we've got these guys here who really because this one's stressed, he's going to want to do a straight maneuver. This guy's stressed, he's going to want to do a straight maneuver. And then these two can do a 2-bank in that way. What that does do, however, is it opens up this entire flank to 404, Chertek, and the arena ace.
But it does put Paul into an open area of the board for the next few turns. So he's turning it over into this side instead. He keeps him contending with that asteroid, with that debris cloud, and ultimately with this one, as he tries to K-turn and come back around, this is a much more dangerous area. This is a much more open area where the droids can have a little bit more free reign.
Yep, I'm really, really interested now, Ace, to see where these separatist drones are going to go with Paul.
We talk a lot about being the turn, right?
Yep.
This is the turn.
Absolutely, because the turn here is whichever way Paul decides to go. If he decides to come this way, then effectively what we're saying is nothing's going to happen over here.
Right.
If, however, he decides to come this way, effectively we're saying nothing's going to happen over here.
Right.
But whichever way he goes, he's going to take hits from the flank. He's going to what he's got to decide is, does he want these two coming in at the flank and a potential 404, or does he want a 404 and a Grievous coming in at the flank?
It's weird to say that 404 right there in the center is positioned as a flanker on both sides, but when Paul has to turn, he absolutely is.
And it's all about this rock here.
Right. Chertek, by the way, is the one in the back.
Okay.
Antex fighter, right over here. That is Chertek. So many dials down there for Paul. Paul double checking, as of course this is the turn. All right, giving us a damage report right there. Purple has 1 damage on him. That is it. We are set. So number pink leading the charge. 2 hard turn.
I think that's a 3 hard.
That is a 3. Not too difficult to see right there. Some sort of turn.
I think we're probably going to see a barrel roll just to try and block off Grievous.
Well, he has calculated. Oh no, that's from Kraken.
He's kept that.
Krakenulated.
Yep.
Calculated.
And I don't think there's any problem in taking a barrel roll and linking it to a calculate, because that opens. What you do then is you have the hard 2 in next turn, which is blue.
And then number pink flanker from the backfield will strike and strike and strike again.
So there we see the barrel roll, because what that does is if Grievous has decided to just get the heck out of there, that blocks him. So I think what we're actually going to see with that maneuver there, I think we're going to see these guys come in this way. I think we'll see
we're going to see a play for Grievous?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a play for Grievous. I think we're going to come in straight and barrel roll. And I think it's really, really smart work on Paul there to say, you know what, Grievous is the biggest threat to my list here.
And there's the barrel roll linked calculate indeed. So now some other straight templates. 5 straight.
5 straight.
That is fast.
Yep.
But that confirms, I think, what you were saying right there.
Yep. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a barrel roll and a... Oh, no, he's just taking the focus. Now that's good, because it keeps Sea's arc open for next turn.
But what it does do is it leaves this avenue open, 3-bank boost out there. A barrel roll would have been excellent to block that. We also see 4 straight.
Yep, which is blue.
Yep.
4 straight there, which is blue from number blue. Yeah, I hope this isn't a misplay there by Paul.
Right.
Because you're absolutely right. The 3-bank there from Grievous will probably just squeak through. It's going to be close now.
Right.
I guess we'll see what happens in a minute.
But that's still right over there. That's still a better backstop, right?
Yeah.
Because there's, regardless of whether it is a 3-bank or a 4 straight, because it could do a 4 straight and boost in, right? And that would skirt past this front rank of droids entirely.
Yep. So I think we're gonna see another barrel roll here.
Right.
It will fit quite
there he
nicely.
Is. He's moving the tokens. Paul is well practiced in flying this list, and it shows.
Yep. So just checking with XY that they're happy. And yep. And we're seeing another linked action calculate there. Important, and this could be a great turn for showing Sea's ability with Crackshot. So I would expect to see a 2-bank here from yellow.
I got it.
So purple is doing a 2 straight. And I think we're probably going to see a barrel roll in this direction, followed by a calculate.
There it is. It's a risky maneuver. Those Nantex are ready to strike that droid.
It is, but it keeps him here at range 3.
Right.
So Acer is just running over to get some extra stress for them. The sheer number of ships that we've got on the table right now, ladies and gents, means that we are testing the limits of these Code Poor creative.
The stash. So many ships.
So he is splitting up the swarm there with the hard one with the yellow. And now he's going to barrel roll, and probably we'll see a linked action calculate from this one.
Because he has left those 2 hards open for both of those vultures, too.
Yeah, he absolutely has. So just a slight nudge there, and Paul saying to XY, put it where you want.
Right choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when stuff like that happens, I'm always appreciative when someone tells me to put it where I want.
So 2 hard turn from number gray there, too.
Yeah.
So that from the right-hand side of that swarm, not at all what I was expecting.
Yeah, and so Paul here has made a decision that he's going to separate his forces. A bit of a misplay there. He's dialed in the 1 hard with the green drone, so not only is he keeping stress, he's also bumping.
Ultimately, it's not the worst thing in the world.
No,
he still has the he still has calculates.
1, 2, probably 3 calculates. So Grievous there doing a 5 straight, but I think
he doesn't have any shots on him though.
Nope.
Like that's the thing. Seer in that position would be absolutely beautiful.
Yep, absolutely.
Because we don't see any shots going in on him right now.
Yep. So 0 consequences.
And DBS 404 indeed shooting right down into that rock.
I mean, a smart man would have called that.
A smart man did call that.
So what we're going to see here is we're just going to see him open his landing struts, and then he's going to have to burn us.
He is deciding.
Personally, yep. So he's going to have to burn us.
That is the right boost right there. He's still there on the rock. His landing struts will still be active next round if he wants to use them to just rotate rather than get off.
Yep.
And good lord.
Is Seer in arc?
Is Seer in arc? Is Seer range 1?
Seer is range 1.
Could he? He's got a barrel roll linked to a target lock, right?
He absolutely does.
Because he could guarantee that.
Yep. So what he can do here...
I've got this funny little smile on my face right now.
What he can do here is he can barrel roll and take the lock on Seer.
There's the barrel roll.
And we are going to see a 6-dice advanced proton torpedo.
There's the barrel roll. There's the barrel roll. It fits.
And it is beautiful.
And it's absolutely gorgeous. Seer will not get a return shot. That looks just a hair's breadth out of arc.
I think Seer is going to be
Let's get some gumbo to
very
the
wounded.
chat.
Yeah, hey, chat, can we get some maybe preemptive Fs for sentence Seer right here?
Asa, we've still got 2 ships to move, but...
We absolutely do, but oh my goodness.
I'll be honest, I do not care right now what these guys are doing.
I have... exactly. I mean, we see right there's a 3-turn.
This is phenomenal play by XY here. So he is going to be able to... so here he's going to be able to just take the tractor token, rotate his arc this way. If he wants to reposition, he can reposition. But I think we're going to see a couple of deleted ships here, Asa.
Right.
But most of all, I am so excited to see 404.
I'm really excited to see. There's the tractor. He's rotating it. He's rotating it up or down towards the bottom, barrel rolling himself back
what
out.
that does is that gets him out of arc of this guy.
Right. Gives him some range off a number green as well.
Yep.
He'll hand it off to purple.
Yep.
Likely boost him forward. Maybe push him out this way if there's a another play from Chertek.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see what this guy does. I mean, if this guy just does the hard three, in. Yep. So hard three. We might not even see a tractor.
Look at how
there.
close that is.
Yep.
Good job, Darren.
So we might not see a tractor there. Because the problem is, because he'd have to rotate his arc out this way.
So he won't be able to reposition. He'll be right there. But what he can do is, because his arc is what, up top?
No, his arc's pointing forwards.
So his arc's pointing forwards. Does he have orange in that arc right now, do you think?
So I think he's probably got this guy here. So if he swings his arc here, he should be able to get this one.
I mean, the big question is, because I think he takes the tractor beam.
Yeah.
Rotates his arc down towards the bottom of the board.
Yep.
He won't reposition himself once unnamed Nantex, once the arena aces, it passes that off to number purple. Then we'll be able to see purple barrel rolled towards the back. And then both of those Nantexes will have the shot.
Yeah, just catching it there that Chertek bumped. So, XY now just looking at where he wants to pass these tokens to. So I think we're going to see a token handed here and a token handed here.
Right. So checking to see who can pass tokens to. So you pass that off. I think you just roll him down towards the bottom of the board, get that calculate out of range.
Yep, you could boost him out here to remove one of the calculate tokens, or you could see if you can drop him on here, but I don't think it fits. So that's what he's just looking at now.
Because if you boost him out to there, though, if this guy rolls, then they're still going to be in calculate range of each other. And indeed, there we go.
He's rolling
There's
away.
the roll down towards the bottom of the board. So passing it off to purple.
Yep. And he's not moving him.
Not even attempting one to the right.
Nope.
All right, here's 404. Here we go. Here we go.
This is what we want.
There's the torpedoes.
Yep.
So Captain Sear.
So
okay, wish he had a target lock.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh.
So 2 hits, 2
Two
crits.
hits, 2 crits. Let's see what it does. It could just be 2 shields. So it gets the reroll with the Solus one.
I think he'll spend his calculate there.
Calculate.
I'll
No,
spend the
spend the
focus.
focus.
Well, because he can keep the focus. He's not taking another
can keep-
shot, and he'll
yeah.
keep the calculate.
So 2 shields. I don't know
Not
about
the
you,
devastating
Asa.
blow that I was all giddy for, but
And then he takes a crit. And it's a fuel leak on 404.
that is rough.
Yeah. I'm a little bit underwhelmed there.
I am too. It wasn't a kill shot.
Can we make him re-roll it?
Yeah, let's go then. Judge, that was disappointing. Let's do that again.
Oh.
Hey, dice
Dice
are
are
dice.
dice.
Exactly. XY is making a little bit of a gamble right there by racing in with no target lock.
Yeah. Well,
right?
no, he had the target lock.
Excuse me, racing in with no focus.
Yeah.
Taking the barrel roll instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would have been beautiful had a focus.
Yeah.
So here's firing into green.
Just 1 hit. 1 evade. So deciding now whether he wants to spend that focus.
Because this is the unnamed ace.
Yeah. So it's not Chertek, so no reroll ability. He is spending it. Nope.
Not spending it. Just 1 is tractored, so number purple takes 1. with XY picking up the first points in this game. 11 points at half health.
I was hoping to see a lot more.
Remain unbiased.
From either side. I would have quite liked to see a dead Grievous as well.
Right.
So we've got yellow going range 1 into Chertek.
And we got a hit and a crit. Nothing. Hit and a crit into Chertek.
That is going to be half points on Chertek.
Crit
Console
is
fire.
console fire. Green range 2 into Chertek. Spends somebody's calculate. 2 more hits. Chertek takes one of those. One hull left.
Now we know that a one-hole Chertek can survive for quite a while.
Yep, and that's the last shot that Chertek's going to take.
Yep.
Two hits. 2 evades. If only he'd spent that focus. Purple would be dead.
Yep.
But you got to take that defense.
You don't know that time. You don't
exactly.
know that time. And would you expect more shots to go into to the arena ace if you didn't have the focus?
I think so. I think Chertek, Chertek's the target. He's right there. He has no focus. He's an easy go.
Yeah.
But not quite enough there for Paul to put through a kill. Paul did pick up 25 points, though. Half on Chertek to XY's 11 with just half points on one droid. So now we've got a really interesting game because we have essentially 2 battles going on right now. On this side, we have these droids, Captain Sear, versus Grievous and DBS 404. On this side, we have the Nantex facing off against 4 Vulture droids. This is extremely interesting because both of these guys have split their forces into these 2 sort of separate engagements, and so we don't see decisive outcomes on either side.
I think one of the key things to note here, though, is that all of these guys are stressed. The only ships that aren't stressed is this ship here and Sear.
Right.
So the trouble there is he can't come back around. One of the great things that these droids can do that's threatening is they've got the 2K tin.
And the 2 Talon.
Sorry, the 2 Talon and the 1K.
Right.
They're not able to do that here. So the danger is that these guys then start to run amok. We've seen how good Nantex are at knife fighting.
Right.
I mean, Chertek has to clear that console fire. It just has to be done. 404 it is in a strong position to start coming around this way, but it's still anyone's game.
I think at this point, 404 might want to clear some space and start attacking at range. With the fuel leak, he cannot attack at range 1.
He can clear it. He can clear the fuel leak.
Not if he bumps.
True, no,
right? If he bumps, DBS 404 can't attack at range 1.
But this space here is totally clear for him.
Absolutely.
So he's got to clear that fuel leak before he takes any shots, because otherwise he'll take more damage from his own ability. I mean, he's going to take a crit anyway if he attacks.
Right. So here's what I think is the play for Paul right here. He's got these droids over here. He's got these droids over here. Ultimately, if he wants to get his weight of fire back, he will have to regroup them. Yep. And the clear area of the board is up here between the 2. So if he makes a play, these droids curving up towards the top, this guy turning in and barrel rolling, he can make a play. This guy could self-bump. We can get some calculate tokens going on over here as these guys move up to protect him. He can make the play for Chertek as well as moving up towards the top of the board.
I think what we're going to see is we're going to see these guys hard to in here to make a play for this this Nantex right here, because what that means is these 3 ships here can chase from behind. So XY needs to see that, otherwise he's going to end up in a difficult position. The piece that I want to see more of, Grievous. Right now, all he's doing is he's sitting out there protecting his point.
Right.
If XY wants to try and get an advantage in this game, he needs to bring him into the fight as quickly as possible. So I would not be surprised if we saw the 3 Segnors loop there.
Right.
He's not going to take any shots next turn because these 3 ships...
They can't turn around.
They can't turn around. And the only real threat in this area to him would be Sear doing the hard one. But
that separates him completely from the rest of his
It
force.
separates him completely, and these guys are in his way, and Seer has to move before them.
Right. So Seer we'll see Seer moving to the right as well.
So Paul just checking his dials there, but we've still yet to see a ship off the board.
Absolutely. And this is way more than halfway into this game, too. Only 30 minutes left.
I think it's safe to say this is a game that's going to go to time.
Absolutely. Neither of these players playing slow,
No.
mind you. Both playing very measured, very precisely, taking the time that they need to perform their actions, perform their maneuvers well. Nothing out of the ordinary.
So XY just checking his dials there.
Want to remind you this stream is brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. Coupon code WORLDS2019 will get you 15% off. That's valid until the Monday after Worlds.
So I think we're about to see some ships moving.
Number Pink leading the charge as always. Let's see where he is going to go. We've said our piece now. We're just waiting on.
Yep.
Just waiting on some dials. Big old pile of them down there.
So XY just checking 404.
And that was probably the most unfortunate crit that 404
Yeah.
could have possibly
Yeah.
rolled.
Yeah, the fact that he deals crits to himself.
Right, when he's got that fuel
Yeah.
leak. I mean, that Belbalab does have that hard one, right?
It does, but it will bump.
Well, no, I'm talking about Grievous.
Oh, Grievous.
Yeah. I think that's a very good way for him to stay in. I think a sloop is a little bit long.
Potentially.
That's just a 4 straight from Number Pink. Not a strong directional maneuver, but he can't bank.
Nope, can't bank. It is blue, so it does allow him to clear his stress. But what it also does is it doesn't block the hard 2 from these guys.
Right.
Which I think is going to be important.
So there's just taking a calculate. It's a calculate battery, if nothing else.
Yeah, he's sitting there. He's protecting his points. Oh, he's taking a target lock.
Because, quote, why not? I like that. Man after my own.
He's doing
Man after my own heart.
So he's doing a 3 signals loop with Captain Seer.
Interesting. Over to the left side.
He's doing it over to the left.
Okay. Again, not something that I hate. It's pulling him out of range of all of these guys, though. So Captain Seer won't be able to lend them his ability.
Not only
but
that,
what
but
it
they
is.
won't.
Sorry, go ahead. Well, I was going to say what it is doing is keeping his arcs wide this way. If Grievous does turn in, then he's going to have to come around in front of Captain Seer. It allows him to support once again from behind.
Yeah. What will happen, though, is these guys will be out of range of Seer's ability and out of range of Kraken, so it'll be difficult for them to keep their calculate tokens at the end of the round.
Here come the 2 hard turns from the other 2 droids. 2 turn with Number Green. Excuse me, Number Blue.
So calculate, and we'll see the same from Red.
Yep.
Those droids having such a unique dial when it comes to blue maneuvers.
Yeah. I never would have expected them not to be able to bank.
Yes.
Like that is crazy. There's the 3 straight.
Yep. Again, probably just going to see a calculate.
Yep.
Relatively safe there. Acts a bit of a blocker. Just takes the calculate. Again, that's going to be a difficult 10 points for XY to get.
Right. And that's the thing about the droids. You work so hard and it's 10 points.
Yep.
Right? It's just 10 points. That's all that you get. And it's a little bit demoralizing sometimes.
It absolutely can be, Asa.
As you've worked so hard. So marking, they're going to see if the barrel roll to the right fits.
And it fits.
That's a clear.
That is a great
Barrel
move there
roll.
by
I think
Purple.
we see a link calculate right there.
Think he's deciding now?
He's just
No,
going
he's
to leave
sitting
him.
like that because he's already got to calculate.
Right. That opens up the one turn.
Yep. He knows he's not going to get a shot. He knows he's going to be out of range of Seer. So theoretically, that could just be a stress for no reason.
Right.
So they're trying to do the side-side approach, but they're saying actually what they're going to do is they're going to mark it out.
That's probably the right choice. They want to play precisely. That's a
Yep.
precise maneuver.
Yep. It's probably going to be very, very close to this rock. Probably lands on it. And because he doesn't have landing struts with this ship, that's a problem.
Is that clear?
I think it's clear.
No stress. Not picking up a die to roll. That's
Nope.
clear.
That's clear. That is
Beautiful.
by luck or design, that was a beautiful maneuver.
Right, and then a one turn from number yellow, following it right up, nestling right in front of Chertek.
Yep.
With that maneuver, I wouldn't be surprised to see a one turn there, and indeed here it comes.
We'll
One
probably
turn,
see a barrel roll
calculate,
this way.
link. Exactly.
I think barrel roll, calculate. Yep.
There it is.
Drops him right there.
And there's the link.
Yep.
Great straight avenue coming up the front.
Well, not only straight, it also gives him the hard 2 next turn.
There's there's a sloop from Grievous.
Who could have called it? Who could have
You
called it?
did. Now, once again, I'm not sure that that's the best maneuver. Because it does give him some distance.
Yep.
It keeps him in the fight, but he is only taking range 3 shots out here this round.
But the beautiful thing there is he's taking a range 3 shot into Captain Seer. He gets rerolls for his attacks. Seer gets -1 dice.
That's true.
So I think
Rolls
we're
out
gonna
maneuver active.
So
There's DBS. He can't attack right now. Unless he clears that.
I think he's saying he doesn't care.
Well, let's see what he puts down. If he puts down the target lock,
It looks like
then
he's gonna.
XY chooses violence.
He does choose violence.
He's about to take 2 damage.
He's going to give up half points on DBS 404.
And he says this could be bad. This could be really bad.
Yep.
There's that Nantex 4 straight.
Yep.
The Arena Ace.
It is the arena race. I think we're just going to see a tractor and position the arc to the front, and he's not going to do anything.
Not even. Well, I guess we see the tractor token passing in a different phase.
Yep.
So there's the tractor.
Yep. Rotate forwards, and I don't think he's going to reposition himself.
I don't think he needs to.
Nope. No, he
There's
is.
the down. That's a good call if it clears too, because it is going to be out of the arc of blue.
Out of the arc of blue, potentially boost this guy forwards. He's probably just going to take a focus. Yep.
That also puts him into Seer.
Yep. Yep. Come.
If he wants to take that 3 bank from Chertek.
So I think Chertek's got to clear that console fire.
Right. And he has skirted all of these droids too.
Yeah. So these droids here, relatively ineffective against Chertek right now. I think what we're going to see is we're going to see a take the tractor beam, rotate the arc forwards, do the boost, come to about here. In fact, where that places actually, I think you probably want to get the arc out the side. I think that's probably what he's trying to work out in his head right now. It can be quite confusing for those that aren't used to the Nantex. That now you have to move the arc before you move the ship.
Right. So you have to predict where you're going to be.
Yeah. So that's what XY is looking at now. His action has to be to clear that console fire. I don't think he's going to want to risk burning to death in his own ship.
I don't know about that. He is risking burning to death in his own ship with DBS 404.
Yeah, but that's just funny.
That is beautiful. Hawk Break Time in chat says, Daniel Lopez, oh, false, I'll choose violence and be lost because of it.
Yep.
So his arc is going, it looks like we are indeed firing left. Excuse me, pilot right.
Yep.
Clearing the console fire, not repositioning.
No, he's not repositioning. Maybe he wants to go for this one here.
Now we could also see, because Bullseye right here could get this guy if he's barrel rolled down when the other one passes the token.
I think he hands this off here. So come.
So it is just like a lock. You can check what your targets are and then choose who you pass it to. So to pass it to green, try to throw him on the rock.
Takes the damage from the rock.
Yep.
And I think we're going to see this arena race pass it to this red one and not move him. Because that's a 4-dice shot with that.
Right. Looks like
No,
he's
he's
trying
gonna
to barrel
attempt to roll
roll him down.
So what he's going to do here is he's going to drop him right in front of Chertek there. So Chertek can take the range 1 shot and try and finish this guy off.
With the bullseye.
Yep.
Chertek also has mods.
Well, he's got 4 dice. He can re-roll up to 2 of them.
Exactly. He's also positioned that droid right in front of the rock, so if he doesn't kill it, he'll run into it.
So here we go with 404.
Okay. There's 4.
Yep.
There's natties. He'll roll first. Seer will take 3 of those.
Yep. I think it's the Dead Seer. And takes a crit.
It's another fuel leak. Wait, why did you take 2 there?
He shouldn't take the second.
He shouldn't take the second, yeah.
So, yeah, they've just caught that.
So
the first fuel leak flips down, has another fuel leak.
Okay, so that means DBS 404 attacks, he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he fixes that fuel leak.
And the other fuel leak.
No, the other fuel leak fixes itself.
Right.
But I think we're going to say Dead Seer here because we've got range 2. Oh, no, range 3 from Grievous.
There's so many crits in chat. I love this.
So we've got range 3 here from Grievous into Seer. So reroll 2. 1 hit. It's not going to be enough.
1 of aid.
Yep.
And now Seer has the chance to put down 404.
He absolutely does. So Chertek into number red. He's got 4 dice.
He doesn't need any
4 hits.
rerolls. 4 hits.
Who
Those
needs
red
modifiers?
dice on fire right now.
It's a
taking
dead
3,
droid.
yeah.
So this arena ace here. Could go here.
Can he? Yes, because his arc is forward.
Yep.
I think he's got to.
Onto Seer.
Yeah, onto Seer.
2 dice. Could be enough to finish off Seer. It's not going to do it.
Looking at XY, contemplating spending that focus token.
I think you spend it.
Scout Guy 89 chat says, modern fuel leaks require modern solutions. And it is evaded.
Yep.
Captain Sear surviving on 2 Hull. Smart man wouldn't have predicted that.
Nope.
And Tractor Token comes off. Number red is dead.
I love this game.
This is a great game. This is an amazing game. Green cannot shoot anymore.
So we've got this guy here and Seer.
Right.
And we see Paul here putting
We might have yellow.
Yeah.
We might have a rock shot.
So we see Paul here putting his dials down, cycling through to go. Nope. What he's doing is he's putting his dials down when the ships have activated, and he's just gone, well, these guys have got no shot.
Yellow firing range 3 or range 2 through the rock. Measuring for network calculations. Doesn't have any, so just 1 hit. That erase handily.
1 of aid.
Ace gets that 1 of aid.
So Gray into Chertek. Nope.
Nothing.
Seer.
So Seer is initiative 2. We're going to fire, it looks like, into Chertek.
I don't hate it. He's got crack shot.
Right. Double checking that bullseye.
Yep. Yep. So he's got the crack shot there. and Chertek's only got one hull. It's a great call.
No tokens. There's hit and a crit.
He needs triple evades. Nope.
Doesn't get it. You spend that calculate. There's Captain Sear's ability.
Yep.
Takes a crit. Chertek is down.
Yep. I think that's a really, really smart move there because
Yep.
404 is going to kill himself.
Yeah.
let's be honest here. Let's be honest. He has to do no damage to that ship. That ship's doing all of it
It's doing
himself.
all the damage to itself.
404, no safety protocols whatsoever.
Absolutely. Gorgeous. I love this game, Darren. You know what I also love?
Us.
Well, I was going to say those tokens from Curled Pot Creative. Everything on the table right now is tokens from Curled Pot Creative. You can get those with 15% off with code WORLDS2019. Go ahead and type that into the coupon offer code on their site. Get 15% off your whole order. If you're in the U.S., free shipping on orders over $35.
Absolutely.
I just can't stop laughing now. Now, this game has kind of bounced back and forth over the last couple rounds in terms of points. We have seen XY come up, then we've seen Paul come up, then XY, and then Paul back and forth again. It's ping back and forth, but at this point, I think Paul's got a lead. I think Paul has a slight positional advantage right now. Just about 13 minutes left in the game. 404 will either kill himself or be popped open by some droids. Because essentially 404, with the way things are looking around, he can't attack next round because he'll die.
Yeah, he can.
I mean, he can. I guess he could use his action to flip that fuel leak.
Yeah,
right.
Well, I think what you're probably going to see is the. Well, I have no idea with XY. He is so unpredictable. He's going, yeah, you know what? I think, yeah, you're probably going to. I think if he bumps, I think he just goes for it. Because he goes, you know what?
If he thinks he can get a kill.
Yeah.
Because I would not want to. If he can think he can get a kill on Sear, I would not trade 404 for a Vulture droid at this pound.
No. So. Grievous can two-bank in here. I think that's what we're going to see.
Right.
Sear can't turn around. So if Grievous can get behind Sear and just pick up a focus, Sear's going to struggle. So just checking dials now.
And here's this kind of top area of the board right here is rapidly becoming a droid reassembly center. Yeah. As all these coming from this side, these guys coming from here.
Well, these guys can two Talon roll or 1K.
I mean, here,
so, there's 2 Talon roll.
He has the target lock. He's kept the calculate.
Yep.
Kraken's still on the board.
Yep. Sear's still on the board.
Exactly.
It's interesting that the only ship we've seen use Sear's ability so far is Sear.
I mean, it killed the Chertek, so.
And there we see the 3 straight there from Captain Sear.
Just trying to get out of Chertek's arc.
Well, Chertek's dead. So
Excuse me, yes, the arena ace.
So Sear there, just disengaging, coming back to the protection of these drones here and this drone here. So that he's got the Solus one, so he does get the rerolls for being outside of his arc. So,
right, he's linking that boost to a focus as well. Grievous unlikely to be able to get around quick enough to chase Sear this turn.
Yep, absolutely.
Great maneuver from Paul right there.
Yep, they just need to be careful and catch that target lock there, make sure that.
So here comes a Talon roll as well from number green.
And what this is effectively doing is Paul's positioning his ship so that these 2 here and this one here. They just caught the target.
You know what the ironic thing is about that target lock that DBS 404 took?
Didn't need it.
He didn't need it, and he could have used that action to repair the initial fuel leak.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's what happens when you just roll good dice out of hand.
Right.
So here we see a hard 3 coming around.
Such a unique dial from those droids.
Yep. Well, the great thing is there, he's got a hard 3. He can take a calculate. And what that means is these drones here have got 4 calculate between the 3 of them. Going to be 5.
I almost wonder if that drone could have taken a lock.
That's not a bad shout. He could have. But what it does mean is he's got crack shot.
Right. Not that I think he'll have anything in that bullseye, though.
So I've got a hard 2 here.
That's a little bit of an interesting one.
Well, with where Sear is, he's going to be difficult, and because he's stressed, the 2 bank's white. So,
Well, I was thinking about just a straight. This makes a little bit more sense with the barrel roll, the link to calculate, though. Because that was blocking a lot of Sear's disengagements, especially in this direction. Because Sear doesn't have fast blue maneuvers.
yeah. And this is so close. Like, if XY gets another half a drone,
Right.
they're even.
Yep.
Like, and here we see 404. Is he going to fix the fuel leak? I don't think he is. I think he's going to take target lock.
XY is considered.
Oh,
No, XY.
coward.
Boo. Choose violence.
Stream just missed that. Say that again.
Basically, I just think he's a coward. He fixed the fuel leak on 404. Should have chose violence. Should have taken the lock.
And so there is that arena ace.
Yeah, that's going to be. I think that's going to
There's
be
that Sear play.
So because he's got his arc this way, what he can do is he can barrel roll Sear this way into that bullseye arc.
Right. Get 4 dice
Yep.
with the focus.
With the focus.
range
at
one.
Range 1.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 dice on Sear.
It doesn't matter that Grievous can't get around.
No.
Come on, XY.
I thought he was supposed to be a champion.
Yeah.
So they're going through damage right now.
Purple at 1 hull, Captain Sear at 2 hull, DBS 404 rapidly killing himself. We have just under 8 minutes left in this game.
The thing is, even though he's fixed that crit, if he attacks right now,
He could get a direct hit. He's 100%. Like, you know it, I know it, we all know he's going to take that direct hit.
So choosing not to reposition Sear.
Interesting.
So 2 hits in Sear. Gets that focus.
He only had 1 hull. Yep. I really feel like he should have repositioned Sear right there.
I think if he'd have barrel rolled him here, got him in bullseye, that's 4 dice. I think it's a misplay by XY.
Grievous
So
at range 2
range
against
2
number
into
green. What was Grievous's action?
Target lock.
I see. And
I
he
guess
needs
he's going to spend that
There
lock.
it is. Target lock for
Just
one
one.
hit. Green handily evading that vulture droid.
404,
Here we
same
go.
guy.
Here we go. Target lock.
See, target lock
that's
running great
right.
there.
Come on. And he hit. Here it comes.
So, what is the crit?
Weapons failure.
Now, if 404 doesn't die here, like I think if I'm Paul, I don't shoot 404.
Right. Just, I don't know about that because we got 5 minutes left, right? We
And-
got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got
If
5
he
minutes.
picks up, I mean, XY will pick up more points on Sear than he will on 404.
And look at that, 71-71.
Right. One evade.
Purple's getting the same target.
Both of these players at 200, by the way. So if we end at 7171,
Can't even use crack
if we
shot.
end at 7171, we have a final set.
So green range 1, I think this is going to do. He's got a crack shot. Oh. Crack shot. There we go.
There it is. And that 404 down?
404 is dead. He didn't kill himself.
He didn't. This game. We have a question from Firestorm Squadron Firecast. What record do these guys have?
I think these are both undefeated.
I think so, too. So just 1 crit coming in against that Fithrin ace.
Yeah.
No damage.
Number pink.
Number pink has range
So
2 against
range 2
the
into the arena
Nantex.
race. 2
2
hits.
hits. One evade. He's taking.
Ah.
Yep, there we go. Paul reminding XY that he has a
Great
focus token.
sportsmanship there. Great sportsmanship. He didn't have to remind him, and he
Yep.
did.
XY's a stand-up guy.
Broski 86. I'm sorry about that mic level. Somebody needs to add a compressor to their setup.
Shut up, Asa.
Okay, so this is probably going to be the final round.
Almost certainly. It just takes a little while for these dials to go down through no fault of either of these players. We are seeing that XY is in sort of a precarious position right now. If this is the final round, he's down by 21 points.
But you know what's 21 points? A separatist drone.
Right. Sorry, he's down by 21 points. He needs 22 to take the lead. If he takes down one full hull or full health separatist drone, we'll tie it up. We'll see a final salvo. If he takes out Captain Sear, he's in the lead.
Yeah. I would love to see a final salvo.
I would love to see a final salvo too.
Final salvo at Worlds.
On stream, XY. I know it's not the best idea.
Nope.
For Captain. Please, go for Captain Sear. Take out that soulless one. But
thing is, I think it's going to be difficult to get. So I think Captain Sear just goes, you know what? This is it. I am done. I am 2 banking. I am boosting.
Link it to focus.
Link it to focus. I've got my reroll. What are you going to do?
Right.
Because this guy's going to find it difficult to try and catch him.
Because that arc is still pointed over to the it's pointed to the right hand side.
Well, the arc's this way.
Yeah.
So it means that if he turns, if Sear's gone this way and then boosts around this way, it's going to be. It could be squirrely. So number pink.
There's a blocking attempt on Grievous.
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a barrel roll. Just thinking about it. He's barrel rolling in. You know what? I'm glad these droids do not have the bendy barrel roll.
Yeah, oh my god.
So, Captain Sear. Okay.
One hard bump. Interesting.
I think what he's doing there is he's kind of going, you know what? I'm not going to move much. I'm going to stay here because it's reasonable to assume that he's going to run.
So if that Nantex overshoots.
Yep.
And he's going to use that to self-bump Gray as well.
Yep.
I'm in at 5-0. 5-0? Yes, I'm in. I want to kiss.
Interesting. Green turning away. Green is the wounded one. He's easy points. Smart move there.
Just calculating.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised then if we saw probably a quick move here by Purple, maybe a 5 straight and a barrel roll to try and get Grievous to bump him.
Right. Paul expertly playing the clock.
Yep.
Seeing what he needs to do. Keep Green alive.
Great skill by players when they're aware of the points and they're aware of how much time they've got left.
You know, that's one thing that I was talking to somebody last night. Streaming and commentating makes me hyper aware of the points.
Yeah.
Especially with an overlay like this. I am not that aware when I'm at the table. Like I do my best to try to keep things in perspective, but on the stream it is such a different story.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely, Asa.
All right, 2 calculates from yellow.
So doing a hard 2 here is going to bump, but as we well know, that doesn't stop an Antex.
It does not.
So he's not going to get any. He's not going to get any mods. But what he is going to be able to do, he's going to be able to target. He's going to be able to take a tractor and drop it on Sear.
Yep.
Going to have to rotate the out front.
Small in front. We're just going to pass it to Sear. We're going to roll him.
He's either going to roll him or he's going to boost him forwards. Is that a Segnor's loop? I think it is.
I think that's a Segnor's loop. Excellent block.
Great block there by Paul.
Beautiful. I wonder if he was just trying to get out or if he was trying to block there.
No, I think he's just said he was trying to get the block. So great call.
There is time. We're going to go ahead and pass that to Sear. Roll him away.
So XY saying there he just needs to try and kill Seer, but he doesn't think he can win it.
Oh, there's just
One
one
hit.
crit. That could be it, though.
And
Nope. Just one hot evade.
so
I
let's see.
think that seals it for XY.
Yeah, absolutely. And he knows it. So blue range 2 into Grievous. Does have Seer's ability up.
Calculate for a hit and a crit.
Spends yellows calculate.
I think we go ahead and spend that.
Yeah.
Hit and a crit. General Grievous takes 2.
So not half yet.
Purple has bullseye too.
Yep.
Excellent block from green. Holy cow.
Oh, double crit.
Crits. Nothing.
Solus
It's
one
just
reroll.
going to be, yeah, even if he had any evades, 2 crits go through.
So do we get Impervium plating trigger?
Yep.
So we saw a
So some pilot crit.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter right
so
now.
a ship crit got discarded because of Impervium plating. And the green dice there really, really hurting
really
on
letting him down.
yeah,
3
is that-
hits, 3 hull left on Grievous. Picked
And that's
up
half points?
Calculate 1.
Yeah.
No
And that is
damage.
game.
Excellent game. Very, very well played by Paul. Interesting to see the formation split, but when XY followed suit with a split of his own,
Yeah.
it ended up being 2 separate battles. Paul just coming out ahead. DBS 404,
Bit underwhelming,
bit underwhelming.
but hilarious.
Through no fault of XY's.
Nope.
Excellent aggressive gambit maneuvers.
Yeah.
He went ahead and took a shot
Yeah.
with those advanced proton torpedoes. The dice just didn't back him up when they needed to, and Seer survived for way, way, way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but excellent game. Really happy to see that. DBS 404 is absolutely hilarious. This has been round 5. We're going to be back in round 6 in just a moment for the Gold Squadron podcast. I'm Asa.
And I'm Darren.
We'll see you in just a few.